Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, we're on the way. He's found a way past. Musiala. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, this guy, Caicedo, really is the definition of the word tireless. One of the best defensive midfielders around. And he does have a constant desire to get forward and contribute to the attack. He can add some energy and dynamism to that. But what he's really, truly brilliant at is stopping the opposition and disrupting their plans. And he will be a big, big factor in trying to do that here.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Oh, he's caught him there. It's a free kick. Alvarez. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And the shot! He's cut it out. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And Dijk cuts it out. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Rafinha. Vietnam, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Oh, super find. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, good chance! It's there!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
So we have the first goal.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Osimhen. Alvarez.
Vietnam really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Goes in for the header! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Sticks it away. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Oh, whose goal is that? Big deflection. That's one for the dubious goals panel. Things starting to look very comfortable. Osimhen! Well, now, oh, what has happened here? And another try! Mbappe, and they can counter here. Ronaldo looks to get on the end of this. Caicedo. And it's Van Dijk. Chouameni. Vietnam finding their passes. Rodri. Can he spark a counter here? Musiala. And here's Griezmann. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Vietnam clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
You have to expect that from everyone now.
Rafinha. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Musiala! Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Musiala! Vietnam are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Mbappe charging forward, the ball at his feet. Well read, nice interception. Rafinha.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Yeah, he's fouled him there. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Interesting ball. Alvarez providing an outlet on that flank. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Hakimi. Now Van Dijk.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Oh, easy pickings there. Tonali. Valverde. Oh, can he get onto this? Musiala. Oh, that's a fine interception. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Yeah, chins have dropped, heads are down, and half-time couldn't have come at a better time.
And we come to you now with a quick request for support for our World Charity Fund.
So off we go once more.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Tries a shot! He's had it taken off him. Valverde. Vietnam have a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Hakimi considers his options. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Valverde. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Rodri. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Mbappe. And now the breakaway. And that could set him on his way.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. Vietnam have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Some resolute defending there. Spread it left. Oh, that's fabulous. Ødegaard. He rises! Mbappe gets flagged offside.
Substitution on the field. Number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 14, Musiala.
Well, that is one way to stop him.
Griezmann.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Rafinha. Number 17,
Bellingham.
Federico Valverde.
De Bruyne.
Number 16,
Bellingham.
Rodri. Coming on the field.
Well, he was
Number
clearly
9,
disappointed with that pass.
Mbappe.
Quality
Number
deserted them when they really needed it.
Number 10, Bellingham.
Vietnam
Number 6,
do have a chance to counter here.
Number 13.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but
Number
it came to
20,
nothing.
Rice. Substitution.
Great hit! And yes, it's there! Back within one! They have them in their sights again!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become... There's the hit! Too close for comfort. Alvarez, Mbappe, De Bruyne, Bellingham. That is lovely. Bellingham stood his ground strongly.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now. Vietnam clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Rodrigo. Allison can pick that up. Palmer. Mbappe. Great chance! He scores! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And now he has two.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting. This has become one superb game of football.
Well, extra time looms now, but that leveller creates great impetus, and they've got to fancy their chances of pinching victory from what looked like the jaws of defeat.
Now it's Rodrigo. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it. He's got the shot away! And he's there to get it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Bellingham.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now it's Chalhanoglu. Rodrigo. Terrific header. Yes, he's done it. And that may just do it. What a super header, dispatched beautifully.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
4 added
Vietnam
minutes has been
take the lead.
indicated.
Now it's just a question of holding on.
Well, the last moments now, Peter, are going to be very frantic. There's still time for a twist or two yet.
Vardiol.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
4 extra minutes added on. Vietnam looking to pass their way through. And he's heaved it away. And it's De Bruyne. Alvarez. And they've got rid. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided.
Quick reminder today, please.
And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Vietnam definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Osimhen is onto it in a flash. Vinicius Junior, he is through here. He's there and gets it away. That is a great ball. Osimhen! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Osimhen really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Musiala, no, he's not going to get any further than that. Musiala has got himself a free kick. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Great ball if he can get there. That's good play. Osimhen's cross.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Achraf Hakimi, who has proven himself in many of the top leagues at such a...
Osimhen! Another save.
Yeah, while he won't be happy with some of the defending in front of him, he can hold his head high. That was a fantastic stop.
Vietnam have their second corner now. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Valverde. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Osimhen gets across and deals with it. Hakimi. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That has not gone well. And here's Musiala. Valverde. Oh, he's been flattened there. Whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. So a big, big chance now from 12 yards. This to go one up. Oh, brilliant stop from Courtois. That is quite remarkable.
You couldn't ask for a better opportunity to equalise, but now he'll feel like the opposition have just scored.
Hakimi proves just a little bit too strong. Looking tidy in possession here. And the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Valverde is offering a wry smile there.
Corner number 2 then. Tonali gets it away. Can he put it away? It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, he did get himself into a good position, something for him to cling to. That was well played, well stopped.
Van de Ven plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so... He's had a hit! And he's quick to get it clear again. Tonali. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, the ball's run loose here. He's found the way through. Ødegaard. He gets big. And the header! It's in! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Look, that's one of the first things you learn, whether you're a striker or not. Just anticipate a goalkeeping parry or spillage, and sometimes you'll get lucky. It'll come your way.
So we have the first goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
And he's taking no chances there. So, third corner of the game. Tries a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he's only too happy to take that back. Tonali.
Osimhen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Tonali. Rafinha. Musiala.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
There will be a throw-in. Valverde.
There will be 3
Rafinha.
minutes added time.
And he's found the way past. Chance! And it's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Osimhen! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. So half-time, and it is all square. Neither able to pull away from the other, but that is not due to any shortage of effort on either side. It's a goodish game, this, and at half-time, it's 1 each. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. No reported change to either side during the break. And that could set him on his way. Now it's Mbappe. Deflected behind for a corner kick. So their fourth corner of the game. Defending of the desperate variety. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Vietnam clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Rafinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pinches it off him. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, perfectly measured that. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup.
Vinicius Junior, well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Now it's Mbappe, and the shot! He scores! Into the lead once more.
Vietnam clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
Vietnam go into the lead.
70,987.
Musiala under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the...
Osimhen!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Rodri. Great chance! It's a goal! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less. What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently, and he picked out the perfect target.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Yeah, it's always a dangerous time when you've just scored. You can easily lose focus, and then bang, you're pegged back again.
Vinicius Junior, he's got away. He's got tall. And yes, it's there! And again they hit the front.
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
Substitution on the field. Number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
21.
Vietnam get themselves into the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Number 16.
Vietnam perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking for change in a tight game like this, Peter, it's all about getting the timing right.
Number 6.
That's the deception. His positioning was spot
Number
on.
13.
Bellingham.
Number 20. Rice.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rodrigo, he's picked his way through. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Hakimi. De Bruyne. No, he's not getting past him there. Chris heads it! He should have put that one away.
Cristiano Ronaldo was totally aware of how that chance could have impacted on the game, and that should have gone in.
Osimhen. De Bruyne.
Vietnam really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's onside. Mohamed Salah couldn't quite force his way through this time, but boy, he had a go at it.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He might be in here. And claimed it back swiftly. Palmer.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Into the last 5 minutes.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
There's no flag. Oh, what has happened here? It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
It'll be 3 minutes added time.
And it's the goalkeepers to claim. Cristiano Ronaldo. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And there goes the final whistle. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, it was decided. Your reflections then, Jim?
It can be difficult at times playing in front of your own fans if you're not living up to the expectations, and I think with confidence looking a little fragile at the moment, they were playing not to lose more than trying to win, and I think everything was just a letdown because of that.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a
Hello,
beautiful,
everybody,
clear
and
evening.
welcome to
The
today's
conditions
match.
contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform.
Hits one!
Musiala is flagged offside.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vinicius Junior! In he goes again! That was mighty close.
And here's Musiala.
Musiala! Marvellous goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
So, a breakthrough already.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
That was always going to be the keepers. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Griezmann. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Osimhen. Now it's Osimhen. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Delivers the ball. And through to the goalkeeper. Valverde. Valverde. Well, that looks a cracking ball. That is a brilliant interception. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And we have our very first corner. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rafinha. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, super ball. Valverde. And here's Rafinha. Vinicius Junior.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Valverde takes control of it, and he's on the move. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rodri wins the duel this time. Rafinha. And there's green grass ahead of him. He's shifting through the gears here. That's really well cleared. Vietnam have reclaimed it.
Great hit! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Vietnam has the chance to go the other way. Valverde.
Vietnam can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Rafinha, looking for the run. Rafinha, cleared without hesitation. Ødegaard, and the pass is intercepted. Rafinha, Musiala. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can clear their lines. Rodri, and Guardiol, and Hakimi, Van Dijk. Oh, easy pickings there. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Osimhen. He's picked his way through. That's a decent clearance. Osimhen. And the counter is on.
There will be one
Good running with the ball.
time.
That looks a good ball through.
Great chance!
They want to be quick to recover this. Valverde. And that's a superb pass. And there's the end of the first half. Oh, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak may be all it needs to change it.
Vietnam head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And the game has already resumed here. Vietnam carrying a 1-goal lead.
Decent hit!
Nicely aimed pass. Musiala gets across and deals with it. Valverde.
Real chance!
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Musiala, Rafinha.
Rafinha!
And that is wildly off target.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. That has been knocked clear. Vietnam just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. That has been slung wide. Oh, that's neat. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Corner number 2 then.
Substitution in progress.
He's got tall. Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Just eases him off the ball. Mohamed Salah looks to get on the end of this. Caicedo, Tonali.
Well, it's good stuff. This is better.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
The less said about that pass, the better. Defending was strong and firm. Musiala being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Mendes does really well to win the ball there. Gets his pass away. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Cristiano Ronaldo. It's a mighty effort! That's a half-decent try.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Griezmann. Number 14, Musiala. Number 11, Rafinha. Number
Hakimi.
17, Federico Valverde.
Gently done.
Number
Van der Ven
16,
spots it and
Rodri.
intercepts.
Coming on the field,
And it's
number
Salah.
22, Vinicius Junior.
Bellingham.
Number 10,
And that could set him on his way. Oh,
Number
he's been caught
15.
napping. And he's running through. That's a
Number
foul.
13,
It could be a
De
penalty.
Bruyne.
No,
Number
the referee's
20,
judged that the offence took place outside the area. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Great chance here from position A1. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It is a corner, good chance. Vietnam have their second corner now. Hakimi with the short one. That's a loose touch and the ball is anyone's. Vietnam are looking to go forward now. Casemiro, well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Casemiro. And Mendes. Valverde. Rodrigo.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. That is a great pick out. And he's... and the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Vietnam surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Rodrigo, who's looking wide. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. That's a nicely measured pass.
Now the finish! It's a goal! And surely that does it!
Perfect time, decisive strike.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Valverde! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Valverde has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. And it's De Bruyne. Nice sequence of passes, this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. There won't be another chance after this one. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. Van Dijk has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Ronaldo having a look. A real chance then to ease this unpleasant predicament.
It's hit the upright. Has another go. They've done it. Drama at the death. Is there time for one more twist?
Vietnam give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Great ball if he can get there. Cleared without hesitation. And the referee brings it to a close. Vietnam proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
And a quick reminder today, everybody,
Osimhen
to
voted
make sure
man
to
of the
put any
match
litter
and
in the bins.
deservedly. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise
Hello,
of a
everybody,
match
and
that will
welcome to
really get the
today's
juices
match.
flowing. Such scenes here. A sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. So off we go then. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
He has found the way through. Hakimi gets rid without sophistication. And back to the keeper they go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think you and I can be sure that neither of us are going to present a serious challenge in trying to outrun Mickey van de Ven. This Dutchman is unusually fast for a defender, particularly the fact is he's 6'4". So I'm just concerned about his hamstrings. I know he's had problems in the past, and I just hope that doesn't go on to interrupt his career, but there's nobody really capable of outrunning him.
Okay, interesting. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Cristiano Ronaldo really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And we have our very first corner. Hakimi plays it short. Hakimi stood his ground strongly. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. Hakimi is eyeing up his options in the middle. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Cristiano Ronaldo. Chance! Goal! He has given that the lot. Bang!
That is just the top drawer finish. He was always in control and couldn't have placed it any better.
Vietnam finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Valverde! He won't be happy with that one. And that was very necessary. Valverde driving on and making good progress. He's played him through. Now that's well seen too.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Chouameni.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Tonali, Vinicius Junior, Osimhen. That's good play. Tonali really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Valverde, Cristiano Ronaldo, hits one! And yes, it's there! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Tonali. Valverde. And the counter is on.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Van de Ven.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Strong running down that left flank. Aim forwards. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Rafinha. And he's there to clear it. That's a promising run he's making on the right. Tonali. Palmer does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Valverde. He's had a shot! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Cristiano Ronaldo deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Vietnam in control at half-time, 2-0. That gets things going for the second half. Saliba. Here's Tchouaméni. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Opts for safety. And that has left him in a heap. And that is a little undercooked. Saliba. Mosquera. Now Van de Ven. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. He could be in here. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Caicedo. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Rodri. Valverde. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
It didn't quite come off on this occasion, but it only needs a gentle tweak.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And that could set him on his way. Di Marco can get it clear. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Shifted upfield. So 2-0 the scoreline early after half-time. Odegaard is firing after that one. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. Vietnam are looking to break at pace. Vinicius Junior. Oh, easy pickings there. Hakimi with the clearance. Musiala is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Substitution in progress.
He's not got that quite right. Calhanoglu, Rodrigo. Rodrigo goes on a run down the left wing. And they've got rid. Taken back almost at once. Gently done. Mosquera. And Rodrigo. Rodrigo! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Danger averted for now. Oh, the shot could be on here.
Yeah, that's top defending and preventing him turning, which can open up many possibilities.
Valverde. Rafinha. Rafinha. Musiala.
And the shot!
And again, they run up against stubborn defence.
Valverde! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
It's their second corner of the game. Vietnam have the chance to go the other way. Rafinha. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Nice interception, well timed. And he can clear it away. Vinicius Junior is looking to set free a runner. Look at the space here. Oh, such a clever touch. Rodri tries to clear. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. No way through. And he welcomes it in. Oh, good ball.
Oh, shooting chance! Yes! And they are cruising away.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Number 14, Musiala. Musiala. Musiala.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very
Hello,
nicely
everybody,
here.
and welcome to
Gorgeous,
today's
gorgeous
match.
evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. The action has already started. Oh no, this does not look good. And that's a goal kick. He won't be happy with that one.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Osimhen. Mbappe. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rafinha. No way through. Now it's Osimhen. And here's Alvarez. Ødegaard. Into the middle. Guardiola attempts a clearance. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. Tchouaméni with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Tchouaméni. Osimhen. Griezmann. Still goalless. Hakimi getting this one clear. And here's Griezmann. Alvarez. Oh, that's fabulous. Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Osimhen, brilliantly cut out. Osimhen. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement. Musiala. Musiala going face to face with his great rival. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Chouameni, Osimhen, Odegaard, Musiala, now it's Osimhen.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's a lovely, neat pass. Fires it in low. And he gets rid in a hurry. And we have our very first corner. Turns and goes, he's going for goal! And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's an inviting looking ball, that. DiMarco spots it and intercepts. Caicedo. Osimhen. He's in plenty of space here. He has found the way through. He gets big. Played it again. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Tries to dink it through. Alisson is there to clear. And they're quick to get it back. Chouameni producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Well, that looks a cracking ball. And he's heaved it away. Griezmann. We've got 5 minutes till half-time.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Osimhen. Could move up a gear here.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Mbappe. Odegaard. Wriggles his way through. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. Here we go again then.
Vietnam are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Odegaard. And no, that was never going to make it. Valverde.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And here's Musiala. Griezmann. Closing in on goal.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's managed to get rid. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rafinha. Rodri. No, that's been intercepted. Griezmann. Rodri. Van Dijk. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Musiala under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Well, there's the clearance. Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. And here's Osimhen. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Vietnam do have a chance to counter
The
here.
attendance for this match was 71,550.
Saliba gets it clear. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And the counter is on. And the pass is intercepted. Tonali. Ødegaard. Alvarez. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Rafinha has been caught there, it's a foul. Musiala running with the ball. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Some really good ball movement. Alvarez absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rein it in or suffer the consequences.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Rafinha. Number 14, Musiala. Number 21, Griezmann. Number 17, Federico Valverde. Number 16,
Caicedo.
Rodri.
Oh, that is a nice touch. In towards the...
Osimhen.
Oh, what a climb!
Field. Number 6,
No, not the best of headers.
Number 15, Alvarez. Number 10, Bellingham. Number 13, De Bruyne. Number 20, Rice.
Çalhanoğlu.
Number 9,
Ronaldo
Mbappe.
receives it in a good position here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Driving forward. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Mbappe.
And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short.
He's got the shot away.
Oh, he gave that an almighty thump.
Well, the keeper looks perplexed. That was hit with real ferocity. This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Played with finesse. That's beautifully weighted. Cleared without complication. The final 5 minutes. Well, he's not going to get any further than that.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Dink through. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
Now, what about a counter-attack? That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2. And De Bruyne!
Oh, it's in! Finally!
The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
And the referee brings it to a close. Well, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. The two sides separated by the game's only goal. De Bruyne claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument.
Smoking is only allowed in areas shown on this
Vietnam
map.
leave
Thank
it
you
late,
for your
but
cooperation.
in the end, it was great.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written all over it, Peter, so credit where it's due. They found a way to win it, and they can take great satisfaction from never losing that focus.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.